Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this week I have something quite big, quite impressive. I usually keep it the good stones, so to speak, for the end of the parcel, but this time I decided to go first because the miner is quite interested in knowing how it turns out. So am I. I wasn't expecting to buy, but I decided and I was like, yeah, you know what, I will. So this stone cost me 165. I think there's potential for much more if it works out. So without further ado, here it is. So okay, you have a tiny bit of color here, quite watery, but it's good color nonetheless. However, clearly there's a lot of sand. But if it's what's under, that's still interesting. But the interesting part is this, which is basically a few bars worth of red, blue, no, red, green, orange. So if it goes deep, and if we look on this side, we see that they do seem to go at least part of the way, at least up to here consistently. So at least I should have a stone here. Um, I I'm hopeful that somewhere in here the sand is gonna make way, and I might be able to have something towards the middle. So it might be more like this, which would still be fine for me. And as an added bonus, let's say, Uh, so we've got this, and then just for the fun of it, we have a big blue bar here. Um, Not that deep, but I mean, if it's the kind of blue I expect, it's gonna pop. Now, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make a choice on which one to keep, unless I don't think I can make it double sided just because of the distance and also the difference in angles. But I figured that worst case, if the top it doesn't work out, I might be able to just make a blue stone here, which would still be a decent consolation prize. So for sure you're gonna end up seeing both sides, but for now we're gonna start on this one. Um, geez, it didn't goes to there. This one of the bars. So yeah, reveal. I'm gonna reveal the color. Uh, I I might try to break this side down first just to see what we're dealing with in terms of sandstone, but I don't know. I'll see how much I can contain myself. So I will at least at least take off the top. I might also do that, and I will come back to you. And I am back. Usually, when you see this background, it's not great news, and to be fair, it's not great news, but it's not over yet. Uh, so I rubbed, and this is where I'm at right now. So you said there's still quite a lot of color here. There's this thing that I don't think it's a crack. I think it's a push line, but I guess we'll find out. And actually, sorry. So here is the maybe crack. I don't think it is, but we'll see. And you have the color, and then here you also have a tiny bit of color. I see it better than you do. Um, here, here this sunspot. It actually goes under and it comes out here. So that means that this is probably out of the question because if I go deep enough, it's gonna disappear. If I go to this to get rid of it, I'm gonna be very low in the bars. So I have concerns about that. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna focus on this side. I think that all of this is gonna. I think all of this side is gonna be kaput. I do hope that the sand that's more here and here can disappear, and then I can get a stone that's here maybe. If the color is gray, it's good. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna grind down this side, the side with the bluish bluish bar, which I'm gonna do in the end anyway. But I might reassess the strategy. So yeah, I'll do that, and I will be back shortly. And I am back, and we're gonna do something different this week because this one is taking so long. The color reveal is going to be the end of this video, and in the next video it's gonna be the shaping, the polishing, the valuation, all these fancy things to use my cash line. So I know that it's not necessarily the preferred format, but it is what the constraints of time impose upon me. So the stone, remember there was a bright blue bar at the bottom, and this is what it looks like. Don't get me wrong, the color is nice, even though it's a bit tame, but there's all of this that ruins it, completely ruins it. There is absolutely nothing to be done here. So yeah. But this was just. I was actually hopeful for this bar. I thought this bar had a lot of potential as a fallback. But the real side is this one, and so you see that there's quite a lot of green, mostly a bit of red popping here, and then here you have some water. That's the watery color. Sorry, that's mostly red, orange, I would say. And then above you have more blue, green and red, but in a pinfire pattern. So, and then so all of this doesn't have color. I mean, if I look, I do know that there's a bar here that you cannot really see, but there is a bar here. But I'm not gonna go through that because it's gonna be very low and then not worth it. And there's this hole that is very unfortunate, but still I think that there's a stone, maybe like here, a teardrop style maybe. I kind of don't want to risk removing the. I kind of don't want to risk removing this hole because I feel like it's gonna be very tight with the color bar, and I would rather not lose this area. Might be that I will do it differently once I get to the actual shaping. Once I remove all this, if I see that, oh, you know what, actually it looks like the color bar under will still be there, I might risk it. But for now, the plan is really to have my teardrop somewhere around here. bit of bad news. It's not black. It's dark. It's an N5, um, which obviously will affect the value, but I still think that it's a pretty nice looking stone. And even if I cannot just show it to you without the light because of the setup, but there. So there you have just a regular light, and obviously it's actually not quite there, but there are still some flashes that you can see, and I've tested it around the house, and there is definitely color that appears even without direct light. So I would say that's always a good thing. Makes it not just a display piece, but you can wear it casually as jewelry without giving it particular attention. So that's gonna be it for this week. As I said, next week we're gonna finish. We're gonna have it finished, evaluated, and all that. And that's gonna be it for this week. So as always, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, all those fancy things, and I will see you in the next one.